Hello Guardians, it is Ebontis here, and in this video I want to cover the Ascendant anchor locations for week 1, seems like at least for the start of this thing, and they're going to be in the EDZ. The Shattered Realm stuff, I will do that in a separate video. Links will be towards the end of the video, but that's just kind of a little bit more of an ordeal to show, so I don't want to link these two together. So if you guys do want to see that, the link will be below in the description for that video, and also I'll give you guys a link that should pop up in the end. But for now, let's jump into the EDZ locations for the Ascendant anchors. Here we go. All right, so for the first location is going to be Trostland. When you load in, easiest one to get to. You're going to have 5 possible options. One is literally just like tucked right here. It's almost impossible to miss. That's why I've already picked it up. Second one, we're going to go just kind of make a loop around the structure. Just jump straight up here. Probably going to have an enemy or two. And it should be tucked right in here. Pretty hard to miss once you guys see these things. They're giant glowing purple things. Should be easy to spot. Number 2 is right here. And then if we head around this alleyway here, we're going to go all the way around to the back. And way up there by those little purple glowing lights, there should be the third one up here. And it should be tucked right up in here on this little like broken pieces of wood. Next one is over here on the left-hand side as you're coming back down towards the front. You can go outside or inside. And what you're going to do is head up through the stairs here, kill a couple enemies that are in your way, and jump right here. Should be tucked like right up in this area, right here. Pretty easy to spot. The last one, if you just head to the inside of the church, it's going to be pretty blatantly glowing right here on these 2 boxes right here. Should be stuck right up there on the top. So that is it for the Trostland. Onward. All right, Guardians, the next location we're going to hit up is the Sludge up here. And on any of these, it's usually just easiest to fast travel to them. You don't need to drive to them. Once you're in here, you can get all of these pretty quick on a Sparrow. First one, we're going to head off to the right, like we used to go to for the old quests. Of course, always a couple guys really want to ruin my video, but it's going to be back up here. Excuse me, Legionaries. Come back up here to this cliff, and you're right here in the back. That is number 1. Number 2 is going to be over here to the right. Keep following this circle around. And you're going to kind of take a pause once you see the cliff get a little lower. And what you're looking for is right over there. So up on top of this cylinder, through these guys, might have to weave through, kill a couple of them. Do what you got to do. And then right up here. So when the roads kind of open up and you've got the path over that direction, over here, you've got this one tucked behind these 2 kind of dumpsters, basically. And then as you saw, you've actually got another one sitting right out here. So awesome when I drive into a road. Right out here on this little edge. Before you leave the zone. And then the last one, gotta go kind of one big circle. Most of these are just gonna try and do like some slightly coherent loop around the zone. This last one is going to be tucked all the way up here. Right before you leave the zone on the top. Again, looking for these little beams of light will help guide you as you go through. But those are the 4, again, for the Sludge. Alright, so the next ones we're going to do are actually the ones for the Gulch, but I'm actually going to connect them to the Sludge, because driving over there, you're actually going to catch some that are halfway between them anyway, so you may as well not load zones and kind of work our way across. So as you finish up the Sludge, we were right over here picking this one up. I think it was like kind of right up here. So jump back on your Sparrow, and we're going to drive over to the Gulch, I think. Yep, we're in the Sludge. We're going to the Gulch. So if you drive over this direction, you're basically going to bump into one right at the edge of the zone. So it's almost just as fast to load into a zone, drive the other way, as opposed to going this way. So we're going to have 5 here in the Sludge, coming from... Or 5 here in the Gulch. I'm sorry, I'm going to get those confused. So now we're in the Gulch. Stop right here as soon as you see the signs. You're going to see these rocks to your left. You're going to have one up here on top of this ledge. Second one, you're probably going to be able to have it pop into your view soon as we drive over here. With these little, couple of guys, these scions that usually hang out right here. You'll have this rock. Jump up here on this ledge, and you usually kind of work your way up this hillside. This is number 2. Fall on down. Back on your Sparrow. We're going to go across to number 3. We're going to head over here to this edge. And this guy's sleeping on the job usually. And then you can start making your way vertical. This is number 3. And then as we head across this back area, we're going to have number 4 across the way. Once you get to this little ledge, just try and jump. Get a, you know, whatever your class jump float will do. Jump on up. Kind of tucked over here. And then as you head around these trees, which I swear I keep running into, glad the video didn't get too screwed up. Go under these like highway bridges. Keep going across. And shout out to Cognito joining me in the middle of a video. We will be doing a podcast tomorrow with Travis, and this one is right up here at the top of the hill. So that is number 5 for the Gulch. So the next location is going to be the Winding Cove. When you load in, one of them is going to be pretty easy to spot because it's pretty much straightforward. Lost Sector entrance is right down here, so if you go up over this rock, this is number 1. And then if you take this tree, you're going to go all the way out to number 2. And it's a bit of a hike up there. So you can take the tree across. Take these guys. Normally you're probably not going to have all these crazy dregs over here, but you can climb up on these rocks. And then again, if you come back up here, should be seeing it soon. Tucked way up here at the top. This is number 2. Now, if you've been in this game for a little while, you guys know where Zur is at. It's basically in the natural entrance to his cave, which half the people climb up the outside of the wall anyway. Alright, I'll show you guys where it's at. You can see it kind of glowing up there. So, generally, what you're going to look to do to get to Zur, outside of dodge all these enemies that are going to be in your way. Gotta love when you can't shoot when you're making a video. It's always fun. Alright, most people drive up from this side, but once you're kind of over here, you've got the big ship. All you're going to do is jump up here, and it should be right up here. This is number 3, kind of basically right underneath this net hang area. And if you're ever wondering if you need to go to Zur, it's actually right over here as well. The Zur cave is quite literally right next to it. Right here. So again, if you see the nets, it's going to be tucked right up here on top of these rocks. The last one for Winding Cove is going to actually almost leave the zone. Again, they're kind of really putting these things a bit on the outskirts. So you're going to do a bit of a loop. Come over here. You can actually see it right up there on the rocks, but it's a little hard to climb up. You can try and find a couple of these ledges to hop on, find something that you can jump up to. Get another little double jump up here. And this should be number 4 for the Winding Cove. Alright, for the Sunken Isles, there's basically a big circle you're going to drive. It's probably a little easier to start going left because one of them is literally right over there. But it is a big giant loop however you do it. So, jump on your Sparrow. They're all pretty much on the rim of the region, kind of on the outer edges. So you got one here. Jump on the Sparrow. Drive on down the edge. I'm basically going to follow this guy, I think, probably doing the exact same thing I am. So, number 2 up here. Number 3 is way back here in the corner. Cannot honestly think of I've ever actually walked my little character this far back in the corner. But way, way, way back here. And then the other 2 will take that pathway through and get to those. Way back here in the water. Jump back on the Sparrow. And the nice thing is you can take this little underground path that kind of goes to the Lost Sector, take it through. As you can tell, the public event looks a little broken because there are not supposed to be that many balls on the ground, but I've heard that's kind of a glitch. This is number 4 out here on the outer edge. You can keep just following the waterway around the outside edge. You're going to see another purple beam, and you will find number 5. That is everything for EDZ that I'm aware of right now. If there are more later, that's cool, but that is everything for the EDZ. Alright, so that should do it for all of the EDZ patrol locations. I'm actually going to do a separate video for the Shattered Realm because that's kind of a whole explanation that I kind of need to go through where you need to, you know, align the beacon, then you can go through some of the barriers, and then you got the other side. So I'm going to do the Shattered Realm, Forest of Echoes. This is all for week 1 in a separate video. There's going to be a link down below in the description, and also kind of have it pop up here at the end. But if you guys did enjoy the video, please drop a like below, leave a comment if maybe I missed one and, you know, something else is found later on. If you guys are new to the channel and you want to see more stuff from me for this season or pretty much anything else that I play, hit that subscribe button, hit the alert bell. If you want to support me directly and you enjoy my content, you can by hitting that join button. Join as a member of the channel. You can find me on Twitter at Ebontis and twitch.tv, streaming over there sometimes and streaming on YouTube as well. But thank you all. Have a good one. I'll see you soon.